Gemini, hi. We're doing a general reading today for Gemini, and as it is general, it may not resonate for everyone. If it does for you, however, I am doing an extended reading on the outcome of this reading, and the information for that will be in the box below. I'm also, just a few things here, I'm also open for personal readings, and the information for that's also in the box below. And I'm doing general love readings as well for each element once a week. So doing a soulmate reading and also a prosperity reading on top of that. Okay, and those are all weekly. Check out my channel. Alright, we're going to start here. I'm going to be using the Llewellyn deck of cards and a Celtic cross layout here. As these are general readings, I never know what's going to come up, and they're your cards, so hopefully it's relevant to your life in some way. And yeah, here we go. Alright, so the guidepost is the King of Cups, and I'll just see what that's about. I will be doing clarifiers on each card, or on some of the cards, and then I'm also going to be drawing cards from the universe, from the Wisdom of Avalon deck. Okay, so we got the King of Cups and the Two of Wands. I'm just going to draw one more clarifier here. We got the Three of Pentacles showing up. So let me just check this out here. I kind of think in this case the King of Wands, and once again the Kings and Queens are the divine masculine energies and divine feminine energies, which we all have, so they don't signify gender, okay? So when we look at the King of Cups, for instance, it does not mean it's a male or a female gender, but what it does refer to is the mix, in this case, of the divine feminine and the divine masculine that are kind of embodied in this person. And that's why I feel like you're looking for this kind of person in your life, as you build kind of a community for yourself, like people that you feel safe with and you trust with, and you trust in your intuition, because you've got the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles here. So with the Two of Wands, you're trusting your intuition, and you're kind of looking down the future to see where this will take you. Once you feel this connection with people, it's like, okay, now where does this go next, sort of thing. Because you've got the Knight of Swords also in the energy above you, which tells me that you're on a move, like you're ready to go after a future once it becomes really clear, and so you're kind of building your team, and then you're going to be on the move going after. Because I also see the Four of Swords and the universe showing up here. So in the last little while, it's been pretty clear to you that this is a new cycle of life for you, that the old cycle has ended and you're moving into a different state, like a different cycle, but also a different world is opening up for you. And you're really anxious to pursue that, where it may take you, as I said. And you've got the Tower down below here in a position of the base card here, and the Ace of Cups. So what the Tower is telling me is this is going to be kind of guided by not just your intuition, as you saw here, but also by your kind of heart, and trusting Spirit's going to take you where you should be, or where where you're going to build this next part with this team here. You've got the Ace of Swords showing up in the past, so a lot of ideas, a lot of exciting ideas, because for sure the last cycle, this is a rebirth, this is a beginning again. So if you look at your life, even personally, never mind what's happening in the whole world, but if you just look at your life, you can kind of see where this signifies a new beginning for you and an ending of the past. And with this new beginning, as I said, I see you anxiously ready to pursue it. You've got the Five of Pentacles on you now, and the Hierophant. So you're kind of looking for some state of permanence, because it's like in some place to really commit and call, look at it as this is where you are, and this is where you feel like you belong. Because you've been, for the last while, it feels like there's been a lot of moving, wandering, not ever satisfied with what you found, just kind of feeling like you're missing out on something that feels more stable and abundant for you. And so I feel like that's what you're pursuing at this point, once it becomes clear. And as I say, with the Tower on, you're revealing more and more to your heart where that feeling is, right? So the Tower is breaking down the past foundations that you built, and changing you too, changing your philosophy, changing, how you look at things, your perspective. And the heart is now kind of opening up and kind of being the source that's guiding you. And you've got the Page of Cups and the Strength card in the near future. So the Page of Cups is part of this new beginning for you, part of this, and you've got the Page of Pentacles with that. So when we get a lot of pages like that in a row, it is definitely the beginning of you pursuing this new kind of future for yourself. And so what that tells me here is that getting comfortable in, pursuing something that feels right and feels passionate for you, and also accepting the knowledge from your intuitive self that's telling you certain things. So following that too with the Page of Pentacles. So looking for the Page of Pentacles to tell you where, the most abundance and the most stability lies, and the Page of Cups also saying where your passion lies, and putting those two together. And that's giving you the strength to be able to overcome fears that might have stopped you in the past from pursuing this future. But now you feel kind of like you've got your team, you've got your, your heart guiding you, you've got passion. And so that gives you the strength then to make the moves that, you may have to make, because you're really looking for a place to call home that feels right to you, that feels complete to you, where there's serenity, there's love, there's, because you've got the Ten of Cups showing up here with the Strength card. So that's kind of where you're kind of moving towards, is creating that space that feels like the Ten of Cups. Now the Ten of Cups is like the whole picture, right? We've got the universe, we've got the home, we've got the geographical location, we've got the people, we've got the kids, we've got cups, we've got, all the things that represent home in a peaceful kind of calm way for you, and loving way. Then you've got the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, and I think what this is about is, like I said in the past, I think your fears might have stopped you from pursuing this, but now you've got the Five of Swords. So you're kind of feeling a lot more confident, and you don't, and therefore you can put your defenses down that have been, kind of preventing you from taking the risks to follow your heart, to make the moves. Because as I said, there's more out in the world now with the universe, with the past ending and the new beginning cycle that you're aware of now. And so you've been kind of researching with the Five of Wands going on here, and just kind of playing with some ideas back and forth as to, where, because remember you have the Two of Wands here from the universe. So where do I see myself? Like, using my intuition. Do I see myself in this place as I research? I don't know. Do I see myself here as I research? Maybe. That kind of idea, going back and forth with that in a really gentle kind of way. And by doing it this way, it is more gentle than what you were doing with a strong resistance, like, no, not, no, you know what I mean? So it was very, very strong resistance before, being replaced by the Five of Wands. So Five of Swords now replaced by the Five of Wands. Because we've got the Ace of Wands showing up in your subconscious, and the Two of Pentacles. So it's really, your new path is already, and subconsciously you know that, opening up for you. And you've got the Six of Wands in the outcome card, and you, once again, just like I said with the Knight of Swords, you are on it and you want to pursue it. And you know that you'll recognize it, you know that it'll feel like home, you know that it'll resonate for you, but also with the people around you. And that's where you're headed. Because you feel a lot more balanced now with this Ace of Cups now, becoming incorporated into your life along with the Ace of Swords, right? So before it would have been more the Ace of Swords, where just like, and that's why I'm saying with the Five of Swords, putting that down. It was kind of like a weapon before in a way, in that it veered off fear for you. So whenever fear came, you drew your sword and, you scared it off or you killed it or whatever. Now, as with this Ace of Cups coming in and, intuition coming on board, and passion reawakening, it's a whole different story now, and that restores the balance within you. You got the King of Pentacles in your environment along with the Lovers. So that's really cool. So this choice is going to be made on both kinds of fronts. As we're saying here with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, it's the same with the Lovers and the King of Pentacles. So the Lovers is the choice that you're making, and it's the commitment that you're going to be making, and it's towards love, it's towards, your heart, fulfillment, that kind of thing. Because as I said, you've had the Five of Pentacles on you for quite a while, and you've always been looking for somewhere where you felt complete and fulfilled and, stable as well. And so with the King of Pentacles and the Lovers, it's a combination of the two. So feeling very strongly stable and very strongly, like here I can earn a living, I can make money, I can provide for my family, whatever. And the Lovers is here, I found what I really feel complete with inside, and feel like it's that, that kind of heart connection happening. And a position of what you want is the Knight of Wands, which is kind of like the Knight of Swords, only maybe not so, a passionate pursuit. But the Knight of Wands, what I want is I want to find where I want to be, and then I want to work towards getting there. And then the Six of Wands, as I said, that sweet victory ride into acknowledgement, recognition, and home. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that right now for you, Gemini. I'm going to draw a card from the Wisdom of Avalon, and we've got burden. So what burden is about is, once again, you're carrying this whole growth, this whole development as to where you are today, as I say with this Ace, with the Ten of Cups, and where am I going to put that, right? So you've done a lot of growth, a lot of expansion, feeling like now the next step is, where does that belong? And that's what the burden's about, is looking for the place that you can, instead of carrying it along with you no matter where you go, but you always know it's temporary. Now I want to find a place where it's a committed place, and I can build with this. I can build with this new perspective of burden. It's not a burden except when I don't have a place to put it, but instead it becomes the foundation upon which I can build my future. We've got the Hawk, and this is about omens and messages. So paying attention to, and I think you are, as I said, as things show up here with the Five of Wands, you're feeling things out, and you are paying attention to the messages and the omens that come. Does this feel right? Yes. Does this feel right? No. That kind of, and then looking at omens too that come to say, it's not working out. This must not be the right place, right? And that's an omen as well. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it at that. If this does resonate for you, as I said, I will be, reading an extended reading, and taking a look at the Six of Wands and where this victory ride is going to lead. And then looking at the Lovers as well. What is this decision about, and who is involved in it? And probably at the Ace of Wands too, because that's your new path. Okay, so I'll see you there, or I'll see you next week.